Hi, this is my keyboard. I'm going to type on it for about 15 seconds because I really enjoy how it sounds, and I really hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I do.
What's something that's a weird flex in your world that no one else probably ever thinks about?
Okay, so about 2 years ago, I got into the hobby of mechanical keyboards. Basically, there's like this whole hobby around building your own custom keyboards to make them feel exactly like what you want it. You like buy all the custom switches for the keyboards, you get like a bunch of keycaps, and then you build up your own keyboard. So after a few weeks of research, I built my own keyboard with off-the-shelf parts. This is how it turned out, and I was really happy with it. And for most people, that's kind of where the hobby ends. You build your own keyboard, maybe you build another one a few years down the road, but that's pretty much it. But no, not for me. So I got really obsessed with the idea of building the absolute perfect keyboard for me, and one of the things I really liked were really small and efficient to type on keyboards. And I got really fixated on 40% keyboards, which are these really small form factor ones. But the problem is these aren't as common and they're super niche to find parts for, and I just could not find something that I actually liked. So I went down the deepest rabbit hole that consumed like 3 months of my life, and I'm so happy it did. So I started learning how to hand wire keyboards all by myself. You literally take wires and you wire all the switches together, you wire them to a microcontroller, and you program it to act like a keyboard and do all the custom coding you want to make it act exactly like you want. This was my first project into that. It's literally just a number pad that you attach to your computer. I also included this little encoder here to learn how to do that. And there also used to be a little OLED screen here that displayed like settings and things. I took it off to salvage it for another project, but I'll put a little screenshot up here of what it actually looked like. Anyway, after I learned all that, I needed to learn how to actually build the keyboard itself. So I had to buy a CNC machine, which is a machine that cuts things with a little router really precisely. And I had to learn how to like 3D model the keyboard and operate this machine and cut it out in my tiny little 400 square foot apartment at the time. After like a month and a half of straight tinkering and trial and error, this is what I built. This is my own custom layout, 40% keyboard, fully hand wired with a bunch of extra features, and this was the second keyboard I ever built in the land of mechanical keyboards. It's got a ton of features catered just for me. So it has this encoder knob here that'll adjust the volume on my computer. It has this little screen here that does a bunch of things. For one, it has this little dog that jumps when you push space, and it runs as you type and as you type faster. It also displays the words per minute that you're typing at in real time on the screen. It can switch seamlessly between Windows and Mac mode. If you just hold this function key here and click this button, you'll see it's in Mac mode, and then in Windows mode, again, it'll seamlessly switch between the two. It has fully customizable RGB with a whole bunch of different modes, and you could like see the hue and saturation and what mode you're in here on the screen as well. It's also the most efficient keyboard I have to type on because all of the keys that you have access to are within one stroke of your finger. All of the keys, like the number keys, are mapped to certain keystrokes. For example, if I wanted to type 1, I just hold function and push the Q. This is the number row across the top here, and I have access to every single key on the keyboard at a much more efficient rate than I would if I were to be typing and have to reach all the way up to it. I am super proud of this thing. It taught me a lot. I think it looks dope. It's actually functional. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.